Hi, Gemini. Welcome to Virgo season. September. Thank you for being patient with me. There are some questions about your environment and how you see yourself in it, and about relationships and how you see yourself in them as well. My question is, are you being honest with yourself? So we have the High Priestess and we have the Moon. When I ask that question, are you being honest with yourself when it comes to relationships? You have to ask yourself if what you're doing right now is benefiting you. Is the person, are the people, is the environment, is it all benefiting you? You could be dealing with a Pisces energy, but I also feel like the Pisces full moon is going to shed a light on a lot of relationship aspects and where we can do better. And a lot of that has to do with the relationship that you have with yourself, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's like you're showing up here in the context of, are you being honest with yourself? So we have the King of Swords. And it's not that you need, when I say be honest with yourself, I don't mean to like beat yourself up. I don't mean to be harsh. You know, like don't be like, I should do better. I should do better. I should do better. I should be a better person in this way. I should be, you know, don't do, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is the situations that you're putting yourself in, are they showing your strengths or are they showing your weaknesses? The people that you are choosing to surround yourself with, are they showing your strengths? Or are they showing your weaknesses, right? Because there's just a question with this season, not to necessarily be perfect. There's no such thing, right? There's no such thing. But, but where are we trying to control things so much that finally the universe is saying you actually have no control over the stuff that's happening right now, and the illusion that you had control over it, that's cute and all. And what I mean by that, like there are a lot of people that are going to be restructured in your life. Easiest way to put it. And the only reason why they're being restructured is because they've done their job. They came into your life. They showed you what you needed to learn about yourself. And now we're moving on. And this is something that you've had a really hard time with letting go, right? But it's built this inner strength in you. See? Then we have the Tower. And we have the Two of Wands and the Emperor. You could also be dealing with an Aries or Leo or even a Scorpio. But we have all of these major arcanas, you, and then the Two of Wands, which is which direction do you go? And, oh, wow. And behind it, dang, there was a Hierophant hiding behind the Emperor. I actually just thought of a Gemini that I know that is going to relate so much to that it's not even funny. Where are you trying to control your situation because society says that things have to be a certain way? You could be also dealing with an Aries energy or a Taurus energy. And you could have a decision that you need to make when it comes to societal standards and where it is that you're holding on to them and where you really need to let go, because the Tower is coming. it's not, it doesn't even need to be instigated by anything. It's just going to happen because there has to be some rearranging, some restructuring. Let's see what this High Priestess is. That's what Virgo season's all about, is restructuring. Got to get ready for the winter, you know? Okay, so if you've been holding on to secrets, if you've been holding on to things that you really needs to come out into the open, now's the time to do it. Like I said, you could be dealing with a water energy or a Pisces energy. Could be any water sign, really, at this point. But we have the Eight of Wands on the High Priestess. So if there's something that you need to say, possibly to a Pisces, it's time to do that. And if they actually have something to say, you may be hearing from them. So we have the King of Cups on the moon. And it could be around the full moon that you actually hear from them, which is the 16th of September, I believe. 16th or 17th. So let's see what this who this King of Swords, okay. So, earth sign or an air sign, or both. You could be dealing with an earth sign. It feels like you sort of have blinders on right now. But it also feels like there's some things that need to be said. I'm not sure how much you're willing to say them at this point. If you need to say something to a water sign or a Pisces because of an earth sign, or vice versa, you need to say something to an earth sign because of a water sign, make sure that you're fighting your own battles right now. Because people will come out of the woodwork wanting you to fight their battles because they don't know how to, or they don't want to get into it. They don't want to cause any drama. They want you to feel uncomfortable and not them. That's not the way it works. Because they're not going to learn their lesson with that person, and then that lesson will show up again. And it'll keep showing up. Let's see what this... Oof. Okay. We have a lot of people involved here, Gemini. And it feels very much like this is like an opportunity and a chance for you to see who's your crew, who's supposed to be around you, and who is keeping you really unstable. So we have the Queen of Cups on the Strength card. If you're being somebody else's strength right now, that's going to be because you have to be your own strength. It'll be taken away. Either that person will be taken away, the situation will be taken away, something, and they may be really emotional about it. Let's see what this Tower is. Don't ignore the Tower, Gemini. Just because you don't want to feel it. And the Tower may be showing up because you were ignoring something else. Something else needed to be taken care of. I feel like the conversation that needs to be had is actually the Tower moment, and you might be avoiding it completely with that Four of Cups there. See? Let's see what this Two of Wands, Emperor, and Hierophant are. Because it feels like the decisions that you're making have a lot to do with future growth, future prosperity, moving forward, allowing yourself to look at things in a different way, too. Whoa, okay. Okay. Ooh. All right. Yeah, that King of Pentacles wanted to keep showing up. So we have the Lovers. Are you trying to make a decision between, because it feels like there's a lot of people here, and are you trying to make a decision between two different people right now? And if you didn't want this reading to be about love, and you wanted it to be more about money, it's not happening. That's not what's in your energy this month. Sorry. But the Lovers, right? I feel like you are caught between a rock and a hard place. And I feel like right now, the non-attachment is a big thing for you to the point to where you're almost at avoidance, where you need to have the conversation, you don't want to. You've been so non-attached to the situation that now it's time, it's like coming to you full force, right? And then we have the earth sign, again, could be a Capricorn we're dealing with, or a Taurus. But this is all fated and destined for you to go through with, could also be dealing with an Aquarius energy, but with the devil and the star there, with the Three of Pentacles on the King of Pentacles, this is all very much written to where whatever it is that you're having to look at right now is coming to you in lesson form because you've avoided it for so long that now it's like right in your face. And even if it's not blatantly in your face, you're feeling it. Like you're feeling the pressure of, I have to have this conversation. I just do. Like this conversation needs to happen. I can't avoid it anymore. And if you're not entirely sure like how to start or where to start from, I feel like balancing yourself out first before having the conversation or having the talk, because it feels like you're having to decide between two different people. I'm just going to be honest and real. It feels like you're having to decide between two different people, and it also feels like you have to have a conversation that you've been avoiding for a very long time. Maybe because of this decision, maybe because of somebody else. What you really need to do, like the easiest way for you to get out of this is to balance, not out of it, because you're not going to get out of the conversation. Sorry to tell you that, but it's true. The easiest way for you to move through this, get through this, is to stop avoiding it. Balance the energies within. You're only confused. The reason why you're confused is because you've let it build up and 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 build up. Right? And now it's just time, like the pressure of all that build up. And maybe it's the illusion that you have to have a conversation. Maybe you don't have to have a conversation. Maybe you made that conversation up in your mind that it needs to happen. Either way, towards the end of the month, if you allow yourself to take, look how they're going the same direction, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. If you just take one step in one direction. It doesn't even matter what direction it is. Start the conversation. You're the one that says, we need to talk. I know everybody hates hearing those words, but if you're the one that presents it to them, maybe they'll be open up to listening. If you present yourself to somebody and they don't respond or they're not open to listening to you, that is your cue to shut it down. That is your cue to keep going. Your success lies in you being vulnerable, first of all, and second of all, allowing yourself to see the social cues of whether somebody wants to talk to you or not. You see? And the lesson here may not necessarily be that you need to have the conversation. The lesson here may be that you just need to make the decision. Stop avoiding the fact that you have a decision to make, because that's why the Tower shows up when we have a decision to make and we refuse to do it. And then the universe comes in and they're like, well, I gave you ample time and ample opportunities to do it, and now you're not doing it, so here we go. You see? So, ask yourself, what is it that I'm learning here? And who's teaching me at the moment? And then be honest. When you ask yourself that question, be honest. Don't let your ego come in and be like, you're learning to, be this kind of person, or be, like, don't feed your ego with you being the better person than somebody else, right? It's your intuition that you need to listen to. Your intuition is going to be the uncomfortable one in the room, but it's going to be for your best and highest good also. Okay. I love you guys. Thank you again for your patience. I really appreciate it. It's just been an interesting season. I'm sure you are feeling the effects as well. 20% off of my readings. You can even get a 1-question reading. It's a 10-minute video for $30. You can get a 30-minute reading for $60. These prices are like crazy cheap right now. So if you'd like to get a reading, 20% off, check the description box below this video. You just have to click on the little arrow. Also 20% off of my t-shirts and my coffee mugs. If you go to my website and you click on merch and apparel, use the code FEARLESS and get 20% off my t-shirts and coffee mugs. Some of this is going to be discontinued, and I have a couple of necklaces left. These are not discounted, but they're handmade spiral pendants. Check them out. I have a tiger's eye. I have a couple of tiger's eye and a couple of black tourmaline left. So if you want to get a necklace, they won't be available again until probably the holiday season. So I love you. Have a wonderful September. Thanks for your patience. Bye.